So I know a friend of mine has cystic fibrosis, so I'd actually bounce off her a lot, just in terms of doctor's visits. Oh, shit.
Mr. David Ball.
Okay. Hello?
There we go.
What's the crack?
Not too bad, you.
I'm just in the middle of a photo shoot here. I'll bring it back.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Right, talk to it.
Rush is a quiet seaside town just 20 miles north of Dublin city centre. One of its own, Graham Kirk, lives there in his childhood home with his wife and 3 kids. 10 years ago, Graham was diagnosed with the rare and fatal condition Niemann-Pick disease type C. NPC is caused by a fatty buildup in the cells, which over time causes a number of health complications and eventually the brain to fail. Research is ongoing, but at present there is no cure. But this is Graham's story, in his own words, because not all that you can see is everything that's there.
We good?
Good. Try speaking, and we'll see if we can play it back, see if it sounds alright.
How am I?
Okay.
How am I, John?
There's the old one. So they say kids with Niemann-Pick have enormous heads. I had a massive head as a child. I don't remember them little
Characters that were put in your dashboard like bobbleheads. I'm trying to reenact it.
yeah. The head was huge. Don't know how it was out of the way of the hospital.
Maybe it's Sandy.
Sporting the beach ensemble for 2000 or for 1987, I'd say it was. 88.
Very smart.
Yeah. They don't make shorts that short anymore. So, American football, a big fan of that in 1990, the early 90s. Santa brought it to me. That's a hurling helmet. So I don't have to wear a hurling helmet and American football are together. And that's a Man United jersey. So I don't know. I just enjoy sport and love sport and all that. And mum and dad back in their pomp. There's my sister starting her first day at school, and that's me and my Care Bears jammies. I used to love them. Yeah, me and my sister were just very close. Like she didn't pick as well, obviously, and but as an active kid, I was always I was active doing things, playing hurling, smelling flowers. There was nothing really medically wrong with me at that stage. Like there was no need for fear or the possibility of what was to come down the line, which we have now. But I've really worked hard at, I suppose in the last maybe 5-6 years, I've really sort of come to the realization that like Niemann-Pick is with me and forever going to be with me, forever long it's going to be.
I don't know, God forbid, when something bad may happen. Things are fairly good at the moment, so I want to keep them in that way. My sister Paula was diagnosed in 2009, sorry, and fortunately from that I was diagnosed. Now, previous to that, I'd never heard of it or any experience of it. It was just by chance that I got diagnosed because my sister had it. She was much more aggressive in the journey with the illness. One of the doctors had actually called her a myth in Irish medicine because they couldn't diagnose what was wrong with her. But they found out that, you know, it was Niemann-Pick, and from that then I was able to get diagnosed. So I was only diagnosed in 2010. Prior to that, I had no sort of understanding of it or what it was. Still don't, but, you know, learning every day and learning every week and every month with it, what to do, what not to do. It varies from case to case. So if you were to look at me versus, like, there's other cases that are severely like disabled, wheelchairs, you know, can't drink through straws, you know, very, very like bad cases. But with me, people don't see, like, you know, I can get tired of it in the afternoon. I usually go for a siesta. I have hearing aids now as well. I got them 2 years ago. If I'm talking to people, I need to sort of have it in my head, nearly the full conversation in my head. Like, so for example, today, like, not being bad, stressed me out so much, but I know I have to do it because, you know, it's a positive for the community. It's positive for, you know, it's positive for me. But you scare people away when you say Niemann-Pick. So I have this sort of database of answers. So, like, if I'm in a pub and someone's talking to me like, "Oh, do you have a good night?" and I don't even know what they're saying, it's like, not bad, not bad. You know what I mean? Just good crack, yeah. Not too bad. After, you know, it happens sometimes. Like, I just have this checklist of answers that I'd use. But sometimes I wouldn't hear the conversation that I'm having with people. So I'd have that sort of safe answers to give to people.
Flowers. Didn't take any photos of us. So you got, this is Daniel, that's David, my best man, myself, and then Tony. They're my groomsmen. Tony, we've been friends since like 17, like, but he's just so reliable. Like when Paul died, he did a poem, and like Paul, like, it was just, I can't remember it, but I know it was the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, but he's really good with that, like, and he's a solid lad and a really good friend of mine. It's actually sad that I don't get to see him that much, but, you know, we're all on different paths. And that's my dad, Eddie, and then Jane, my mum, and then I suppose the best thing of the day, apart from the ceremony, you know, that my sister made the day, thank God. Like, you know, the girl that was looking after her, just looked after her for the day, drink and bring her to the toilet, like all the stuff that, you know, would normally take up our time. We were able to just focus and enjoy the day, and then, yeah, it was the best thing I've ever done. Like, it's just phenomenal.
Supernatural things I wouldn't really have a belief in. Maybe that's my religion, Catholic, I don't know if it's something to do with that, but I wouldn't have a belief or a strong belief in ghosts or anything like that. I do sort of believe in reincarnation, so I don't know if that's supernatural, probably is. But like, there's a Robin that comes around here now. I know he's probably always been around here, but we say it's my sister for the kids. It's just nice to have someone to listen to you. Yeah. Reincarnation, maybe. Yeah, reincarnation. It's lonely, like, having Niemann-Pick, because you can't really relate to other people. It's almost like you're invisible sometimes, but because when you do talk to people and they say, what's wrong with you? And you say, oh, or I can't do that. And you're like, oh, why can't I do that? And you go, oh, Niemann-Pick. Then you have to go into a litany of what it is, why you can't do it. You know, like, society is a funny thing, like, you know, especially here in Ireland. Like, so I could tell my mum at the back, and she'd tell her friend, and then I'm friends with her son, and, you know, it would just domino effect. You know, so people probably do know, but they don't. See, they don't have any issues with it because I'm okay. Like, the only thing I'm not doing is working. But it's the 21st century and people don't work anyway. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a hard one to. I'm not crying out for help, but like, I know there are people with Niemann-Pick that need help. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, you know. Yeah.
Like, I suppose, like, when you look at that, like, that was 10 years ago. Like, if you draw a line down that, Niemann-Pick is A, caused my sister to pass away, and B, my mum and dad separated. So it doesn't just affect the person, it affects the whole environment.
Was that just obviously just?
Yeah, they were just like ships in the night, like mine and Paula, and then I suppose when Paula passed away, it just, the two of them just, not didn't speak, but just like went in different directions. Dad, like, we have a second house in Mayo, Dad went there just to be alone, just to, you know, not vent, but just to refine himself, I think. He's in much better form now, obviously, but the grandkids as well help. You know, just keep him on edge. Keep him on the right side. That's my love there. It's Guinness. Yeah. Ciara's been just a godsend to me, to be quite honest. Just fantastic. She was very quick one to observe issues that I had and pointed them out to me when I didn't even realise they were issues. But ever since then, she's been by my side and she's helped me, and she'll always help me when I need it. Yeah, you know, you just try to live the moment and not let it defeat you. So it's just it's an ongoing battle.
Niemann-Pick UK is a small charity dedicated to making a difference to those affected by Niemann-Pick diseases. To learn more and get involved, please visit npuk.org. Thank you.
That was brilliant.
And don't you dare not.
Yeah, you visit that website.
You could mean well better.